Hi, Phyllis here from southernfrugal.com. For supper tonight, we are going to have a quinoa salad. Now, I got this recipe from the Shaytard channel, and oh, it sounded great to me, so I just couldn't wait to get to the grocery store today and get all the ingredients. There's a lot of fresh ingredients in it, and this is sort of going to take the place of Meatless Monday, because on Monday we did eat meat. So we're going to do Meatless Thursday today. Anyway, the first thing that I'm going to do is cook the quinoa, and this is some that we got at the health food store, I don't know, a month or so ago. So to cook this, it's 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water, and you just really cook it sort of like rice. I don't think it has to cook quite as long as rice does, though. And here's what we're going to put in it. Now, these are going to be fresh vegetables in it. I'm going to put 3, maybe 4 cloves of garlic. I'm going to use all 4 of these tomatoes, and I'm going to chop them up fine. And I'm going to go ahead and chop up a whole bell pepper fine, 1 jalapeno, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put all this in or not, but I'm going to think about it. 1 medium onion. And you'll need the juice of 2 limes. Now, I went ahead and got 3 because sometimes limes don't have hardly any juice in them. And you'll also need a little olive oil and, of course, salt. You'll also need some cilantro. Now, I'm probably going to use about half this cilantro because I love cilantro. And you'll need a can of golden sweet corn, and we're just going to open this can and rinse the corn. You'll also need 1 can of just black beans, and also I'm going to rinse these and strain them. Now, to cook the quinoa, you'll need to rinse it first. Now, some of those packages say that it's already pre-rinsed, but I would still rinse it again. So to rinse it, because the little seeds are really, really fine, I just use an old coffee strainer, or you could use your regular coffee strainer, but the seeds are really fine and they don't really work well in a regular strainer, so you'd need something a little different. But you do need to rinse them, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and cook the quinoa, and I will go ahead and be chopping up these vegetables. Now, I'm going to use my Vidalia onion chopper, and for the certainly the jalapeno, and probably for the green bell pepper, I'm going to also use the finest one. And then, I don't know, for the onion, I'll probably use the bigger one. And of course, I'll just chop the tomatoes by hand. And I'll definitely be using a garlic pressed. I think I'm going to probably even maybe use 4 of these cloves of garlic. Just, I don't know, I really like garlic. But anyway, and then we'll be making the little sauce to go on it using the lime juice. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of that and get the quinoa cooked and cooled, and then we'll be back. And I'll show you how to mix this up. All right, we are back, and the quinoa is done and cooled, and I did use the red. Now, 1 cup made all of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the recipe I'm using right here, and you can alter it however you want to. I did get this from the Shaytard's channel. I think they made the video on this about a year ago, and anyway, I just decided to make it a little less because, I mean, they've got like 4 children, so, and plus they had guests there. So anyway, here's the quinoa already cooked. To this, I'm going to add 1 can of yellow corn that's been rinsed, 1 can of black beans that have been rinsed. I'll just mix that up a little bit and get it going. Now, I've never made this before, but when I watched their video, they made it look so good. I had to fix it. All right, now to this, I'm going to add, this is 2 cups of chopped cilantro leaves. Now, what I do is just pick the leaves off those little stems, put it in a cup, and it measured 2 cups, and then I snip it with the scissors, just like that. To me, that's just easier than chopping it up, with a knife, because I don't like the stems in there. All right, so we're going to dump that in. And I love cilantro. I love it. Now, we, here in the South, I don't think we even knew what cilantro was. And then my husband and I went to one of the times when we were in California, in San Diego. We ate a little restaurant, and they served salsa, and it had cilantro in it, and I just loved it, and I have loved it ever since. Now, since we couldn't even get it in the grocery stores here in the South, I guess this was probably 25 or 30 years ago, I would grow my own. All right, and so when we would have salsa and chips, I would go out to the garden and pick mine and chop it up and put it in there. All right, so now that's gone, mixed up. All right, this is 4 medium-sized tomatoes, and I just chopped those up, seeds and all. I did peel the tomatoes, so I'll dump that in. And you can see this is going to make a really big bowl. So it's going to be enough certainly for our supper tonight and for a couple of more meals for sure. It already smells wonderful. Okay, this is 4 garlic cloves chopped. Mix those in. I might need a bigger bowl. Alright, let's see if I can make a place for the rest of it. Now, I chopped up 1 bell pepper, and I used, I'll put a link for this. Well, I think I've already got a link on my website for products I recommend. This is one dandy machine. Thank you again, Kim. Alright, so I used the smaller little chopper blades, and I chopped up 1 medium onion, 1 bell pepper, and I used 1/2 of the jalapeno pepper. Alright, so I'm going to dump all that in. That saves a lot of chopping when you have this little wizard thing. It really does, especially when you're making something like this. Alright, so now, yeah, we might have needed a bigger bowl. Get this all mixed in. Now we're going to make a sauce to go on this, and I altered that a little bit too. Not much, but I altered it in the way I thought I would like it best. Oh, wait a minute, I'm about to forget something here. Their recipe called for a tablespoon of cumin. I'm just going to use 2 teaspoons. I can get my spoon in there. 2 heaping teaspoons, that would probably be about a tablespoon. Just sprinkle that in. Actually, I'm just going to use part of 1. Alright, so that was about a teaspoon and a half of cumin. Hope I can remember all this when I start writing it down on the description. Maybe I can. Alright. Oh, smells divine. Oh, I can't wait. Now I'm going to serve this over a little bed of green leaf lettuce, and I'm going to put some of these scooped Tostito chips on the side. Alright, so now we're ready to make our little sauce that's going to go on this. I'll get my area clean a little bit. So, I used the juice of 3 limes. So that's probably half a cup. 1/3 of a cup of olive oil, or you might want to use even a little more, depending on your taste. And I'm going to use probably about 3/4 of a teaspoon of just salt, regular salt, sea salt actually. And then just mix that up. Now we're ready to pour this over our mixture here. Just pour it all over the mixture there. Might have been better to put the salt in, just sprinkle it in. All right, let's see what we got now. Now I would think that this would be even better tomorrow after all those flavors have mingled and combined. All right, I'm gonna have to taste this. Got to taste it. Getting a little chip here. Fill it up. Let's see how this tastes. It's unbelievably delicious. It really is. Very fresh tasting. Gotta have another one. You've got to try this. It is so good. Oh. Okay. I'm going to dish this up on the plates. Let me swallow it. So good. I'm going to serve it on a bed of lettuce, so I'll show you a little clip of it when we get it all on the plates. So, all right, our little quinoa salad is ready. I'm serving it on a bed of green leaf lettuce. I did serve it, I'm serving it with some sour cream. That's fat-free sour cream on the side. And if we had some guacamole over here, it would be perfect. And I use these little Tostitos scoops. There's how much we had left, so that's enough for probably 2 more meals for us. All right, there it is. I can't wait. It is absolutely fantastic. Let me turn the light on here so you can maybe see better there. Look at that, all those good vegetables, and of course fresh vegetables in there with the tomato, onion, garlic, and all that. Now, I'm drinking iced tea. I've decided I can't give up the iced tea, so I'm just going to go with it. I'm not drinking a really big glass, but I'm going to have iced tea tonight. All right, so there it is. That's our supper for tonight. Now, if you might need to know that for lunch today, my husband and I both had ice cream. We were really bad, and we just every once in a while just do something like that. So we had banana split ice cream that I got on sale for $2.88 for a carton. I thought that was really good. So as soon as I got it home, we just opened it up and had a bowl. And that became our lunch. All right, so here it is, quinoa salad. And again, I think it would go great with guacamole. Right over here on the side would be great. All right, we will see y'all next time. I hope you will try this. I can tell you it is fantastic. And I got the recipe from the Shaytard's channel. It was a video about a year ago, and I don't really know if I could find it. They've got a lot of videos, but anyway, this is the salad that they made on the video. This is, you know, they hardly ever do any kind of recipe, but they did this one. I thought, well, it must be good, and it was, and is. All right, we will see y'all next time.